Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation on LivehiphopDaily.tv. I got my guest in the building finally. That is a nice lighter. That's somebody that's somebody who pay attention to her lighter. Like she know for a fact that somebody got her lighter and they moving. So it's Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation. Back at it on LivehiphopDaily.tv. I got my guest in the building. My last guest of the year, live taping, man. My man Big Cheeko. Cheeko, what's good with you, boy?
Cue the applause.
Yo, why does it feel like Lurch is here already? Shout out to my man Lurch, boy.
Man, I just cut my hair today.
Did he? Man, I gotta get Lurch to cut me up, man. Yo, Lurch is basically now the trap barber. Like when I walked to the crib and I was like, so you got the barbershop just sitting here now at this point, bro? Like, you Nino Brown on the low. Like he's Nino on the low. But anywho, man, let's get to the actual case of the business we're here for today, because you have a dope album that just came out, Soul God Volume 2. I do want to get into that, but What up, Kwanzaa? Yo, crazy situation. Kwanzaa Hall just popped up on us on live. I saw Kwanzaa in the bank recently. You know what I'm saying? Bumping into Kwanzaa. I ain't seen Kwanzaa since last year when he came through. It is though. I thought the same thing. I'm walking. I'm in the bank, leaving out the bank. Kwanzaa Hall tapped me on the shoulder to say what's up. That's what's up. But let's get into this album, man. Like Soul God Volume 2 dropped on. Was it last week officially?
On the 7th.
On the 7th, man. Soul God Volume 2 dropped. I don't like throwing around the word classic or masterpiece that easily. I honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. For an independent artist putting out music in the fourth quarter, I was like, this is really a hard record. You know what I'm saying? Like this is really one of them records that would kind of hold up against other artists, man. But let's speak about it, man. I don't want to just sit here and be that dude jacking it, man. It's all good. So let's talk about Soul God Volume 2, man. Speak to us about the vibe behind it, because I know last time we was here, you was in the studio. Soul God Volume 1 was about to come out. Matter of fact, it didn't come out just yet either. But
oh, really?
No, it didn't come out just yet. We were speaking about it then. It came out like maybe a week or two, maybe 3 after that.
Okay.
After that, man. But so talk to us about Volume 2 though. Like, what's the vibe about it? What's the vibe from it for those who haven't heard it just yet? And what's the feel about the track?
So Volume 2 is really just more like of a upbeat Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? Volume 1 was real like chill. Super chill. I mean, Volume 2 is chill too, but
Smoke
Volume
music.
2 is more like, there's a lot more 808s and it's a lot more upbeat. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And I dug it, man. Like the thing, and I was talking about it earlier, and I told you briefly when we was coming up there. One thing I loved the most about the album was it literally was like a soulful type project. Like it was one of them joints that like I remember when I first met you, I told you your flow reminded me so much of somebody I would listen to growing up from New York or from East Coast. You know, so it was crazy you was from Atlanta. But when you listen to Soul God Volume 2, it's literally a throwback to the 90s to me. Like I'm feeling like Pete Rock is doing the production. I'm feeling like that, man.
That's a compliment.
Man, look, I take music serious. Yeah. So what made you? So when it came to putting together the album, man, like what made you just sit down and cook up that type of soul? Like what was the vibe around you at that moment that made you want to come out and say like, all right, these are gonna be the tracks that's gonna make this whole album complete?
Honestly, man, I only had, when I first was putting together this project, I really only had like 4 or 5 songs I had already recorded, and they was just kind of like a vibe by themselves, you know what I'm saying? And then I started, kind of building on that, and I brought Matic in, Matic Lee. I don't know if you know who Matic Lee is.
I heard the name. He's a producer.
Yeah. Producer, engineer, extraordinary.
Matic, that's why I just saw him name on your credits. Yeah, I saw him name on your credits, Matic Lee. Okay.
Yeah, he came and really just kind of helped with that vibe and with just like putting the sound together. You know what I'm saying? So
a good engineer is what all artists need. You know what I'm saying? Like before anything. Like you need somebody who knows how to actually put together your project and put together that sound properly, man.
Right.
Yeah, so it's so crazy again going back to Soul God Volume 2. A couple of tracks stood out to me immediately. Like I spoke to you, Soulflower was one of them. The joint with Touka. That joint stood out to me immediately, man. Speak to me about you. Speak to me about that track, and speak to me again about working with Touka. Like you and Touka got amazing chemistry when it's like.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. You know what I mean? That's my guy. Touka basically just kind of like put me on the whole hip hop game. You know what I mean? Because I was doing my thing, before I met Touka, but it wasn't like, I was just very sporadic with it. You know what I'm saying? But You know, I was Touka hype man when he was on tour with Ritz and
say word.
And
so wait. So Cheeko, you hella laid back to be a hype man. Like I'm trying to
picture
like Cheeko being the hype man.
No, but on stage, what's crazy is like me and Touka chemistry is so crazy because like I really feed off of his vibe a lot when he's performing. You know what I'm saying? His energy is a lot more, high pace. So it's easy to be his high. It wasn't bad. I already knew his songs anyway, so it was like you know what I'm saying. Yeah. It was a good match.
That's what's up, man. So I feel like the chemistry between you two is amazing. Also the chemistry with you and another dude we was just playing a little while ago, my man Els Jenkins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the chemistry with you and Els, man.
That's my guy.
Yo, that's again the record gone. Let's speak about that. Like how did that record come about? And again, you and Els working together. Like how does that chemistry get built like that?
I mean, me and Els really kind of been around each other for a long time, but we just never like, I don't know, we just never like, linked up until maybe like a year or so ago. So it was like, ever since it's just been like, I feel like we like the same kind of music. So it's easy for us to really kind of get in the studio and just cook some shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Production wise, who were some of the producers who you brought on the joint? Because when I don't want to say that they were, again, you just gave me a vibe of I'm feeling like I'm hearing the Pete Rocks. I'm feeling like I'm hearing that soul and them drums and them samples. Like I'm feeling I'm hearing that, but it's not from them. Like who did you pull in to bring that vibe to the mix?
A couple people, Corey Gibson, Groove, Amatic. Mo Diggity. Are you
I heard Mo yet.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, basically they all together built that project. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. I like how you didn't, like
Brandon Yale. He did the Same Shit track. Which is
Same Shit's another one. Shit's another one. Yeah. Oh, that's a hard song, boy. Same Shit's a banger right there, man. I know last year too. You was busy doing a lot of collab projects. You had to join with Zach Ultra. You had to join with Jers.
Yeah.
Did any of that help you as far as coming together with putting together more records for Soul God too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. One of my favorite records from this project came from when I was recording all of that Stone to Conscious music with Jers. So, which is the Less is More track.
Salute to Jers, man. I gotta get Jers out here, man. Jers seem to smoke some good weed too.
Oh man, shit. Jers got the good. Yeah. His weed better than mine. You know what I'm saying?
That says something. That says something too. Cause you know what I mean? Like I can tell when people keep a good pack with him, man. Speaking of weed and rap. I recently saw 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is partnered up with Green Street Marketing out of California. He has his own brand now, Gas. I don't know if you've seen it. It comes in 3 levels. For some reason, there's the lowest level of regular. I don't know why you would put that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not just start with 93?
Hey, some people like to smoke that too, though. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy.
It does sound
but some people like regular weed. They don't like.
Bro, I told you somebody gave me Regi for my birthday. My birthday was December 4th, and when I say bro handed me a bag of Regi,
that's so disrespectful.
Everybody felt that way too, and I was like, nah. You know what I thought? Like Lou say, like you say, some people just smoke Regi. Like maybe you thought I threw it away. I didn't.
Even if you smoke Regi in 2018, you know that
it's Regi.
that your weed is horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like it's 1998 and you get somebody some Regi. It's like it might be. You know what I mean? No, you know that shit's trash.
Back in the day, they could fool you with some Arizona in a minute. Like Arizona used to be, would thought Arizona was some premium shit. You know what I'm saying? Popcorn mid. And they would say it too, like it was really a flavor. Like, yo, what you smoking? Popcorn mid. And feeling confident. But going back to 2 Chainz. So 2 Chainz is partnered up with Green Street Marketing. How do you feel about rappers stepping into stepping into the cannabis arena? You know what I'm saying, as far as getting their own strains or getting their own brands. Like, how do you feel about that?
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to start working on my own strain. You know what I mean? But I feel like anytime a rapper can, do business deals with something other than rap, I feel like it's a great thing.
No, I totally agree with it, man. I think that what 2 Chainz is doing with Green Street, I think is amazing. I think what Green Street is also doing trees for game. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they don't mess with rappers. So
I think Nipsey Hussle got the best weed right now.
I haven't smoked Marathon OG.
Yeah,
but
That shit's amazing.
Let me tell you, if he got the best rap album of the year, like that deserves a Grammy.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
hands down. So,
absolutely.
So next time,
one of the best for sure.
Bro, I'm going best. Like best album of the year is Nipsey Hussle, Victor. Yeah. I've heard KOD. Matter of fact, I'm doing the top 10 albums of the year for Cash Color Cannabis this week, and I'll give you a sneak preview. Nipsey Hussle,
the top 5.
Nipsey Hussle's number 1. Dog.
You was top 5 right now.
I give you top 5. Yeah, top 5. First album, Nipsey Hussle. Second album, Daytona, Pusha T. Second album,
Is this in order?
Yeah, this is in order. Second album was Pusha T. My third was KOD, J. Cole. My third was KOD, J. Cole. My fourth is Fetty, Currency, and Freddie Gibbs. That joint. I'm still waffling on the fifth because I kind of want to give Currency 2 spots. The Marina EP, the Marina EP this year.
What about J-Rock?
J-Rock was cool. Redemption was cool.
J-Rock was hard.
Redemption was cool. You know what? And I'm debating because I want to put Meek at 5, but I'm like, is it too? I feel still like it's too early.
It's too early.
Yeah, I still feel like it's too early to do that, man.
It's too early.
It's too early. Okay, so it's too early for that. So I might give Currency 2 spots. Like
you gotta let it sit though.
Marina EP is so lit to
me. No, you don't. You only gotta hear once.
No, Meek's album's tough, but it's not better than Nip. Like Nip, hands down to me. Like
that Nipsey album was fire.
Pure,
I'm still playing that one.
Pure rap album. Like when they said that he was up for best rap album of the year, I was like, well, he won. You know what I'm saying? Pure best rap album. Yeah, how it was mixed down. Yo, applaud Diddy for that too. Like Diddy was like executive producer over there on that. Applaud Diddy. Because he know how to bring something together.
The order of the songs.
Yeah, perfect.
Right now, I'm thinking of Young Nigga and how it comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, it's an amazing album, man. But yeah, that'll be my top 5 right there. What's your top 5?
That's a good top 5. Honestly,
thank you very much for my top 5.
Our top 5s probably would have been the same, except I would only give Currency 1 spot. And I would give J-Rock the 5th spot. You know what I mean? Because I felt like that J-Rock album was... I'm
gonna take everybody's word for it.
That shit was hard.
I'm gonna take everybody's word for it. I
don't know if y'all listen to Buddy. You like Buddy?
You know what? I like Buddy when I hear Buddy on Nip shit for some reason. Like I don't know if I taking a chance, except for the Black song, which sounded too much like the CB4 to me. Like when I'm blickety black, blacker than I'm blacker than black.
Dope. The whole album, he's just. I mean, for him being as young as he is, I feel like his sound is like.
Buddy's hella talented. It's just I don't know if I haven't given him a chance to solo wise. Now Pusha surprised me. Daytona was so good. Like in another world, if Nipsey didn't drop Victory Lap, Daytona would have been the number 1 album to me. Like pure rap album.
I don't know if
What'd you say?
T album was that great.
It do sound like one, but it was only 7 songs. Like I could put up with 7 songs of Pusha T. Like I can't put up with 14 records of him every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, but 7 songs I could do. I'm not giving Ye props for shit. Yo, let me tell you something. And now one of Ye's albums made my top 10, and that's not for me being a hater. Let me tell you something. The Nas album was such a disappointment, bro. Like that was such a hardcore disappointment to me, man. The Ye's album, I didn't even get no.
You think it was a disappointment?
Yeah.
Oh, that Jim Jones album was though.
Jones record.
That was like an old Jim Jones album.
You know, man, we done streamed all the way down to the Music to Smoke 2 series. You know what I mean? Because now I'm like Jim Jones. You can't say nothing to me about Jim Jones unless you mention Harlem's American Gangster. Like that project he put out, that album. That might have been it for Jones as far as I'm concerned. He could have dropped that album and just been done. Like, that's it. You hands down the best in Dipset. I don't know how that happened. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how that happened. He's the best in Dipset, man. The hype man became the best dude in Dipset, dog. Like, serious.
No, come on.
Come on, man. Like, right now, if you go... Let's be... If we go to a Dipset concert right now, right? Tell me how serious you waiting to hear Ballin'.
Hey, Rich, what up, man?
How serious you is to hear Ballin', man? I don't know what I'm saying.
I mean, Ballin' was a hit record, but I mean, Jim Jones didn't even write Ballin'.
It didn't even matter. He recited it like
his song.
He recited it like a motherfucker. Like he recited it like a motherfucker. It's cool as shit. What, Drake reciting words? I can't ever say that Drake don't write a record.
I mean,
Drake.
No, Drake definitely writing some records.
Yeah, he do too much. Like I give people
he
like
writes other people's records.
What Drake
of course
ain't,
he's writing some
what
of his
Drake
records.
ain't to me is Drake ain't Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z is the type of person who and Nas, they write all day. Like this is what you do. You was born to fucking write all single day.
Exactly.
Like that's what you do. I feel like Drake is a good writer, but I'm like the output you put out, especially singing wise, like that R&B shit. I would expect that somebody else is writing this after a while. You know what I'm saying? You walk in and all right, this is cool. Let me fix this, fix that. We going. I'd have never expected this man to sitting in the studios all day like that. He don't even come off that way. Now Nas come off like he ain't got nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm about to do. You just send me over the track. I'm gonna write to this. Ah man, this is what weed in conversation do when you bring in an artist, man.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah,
facts.
Pusha T would be my hardcore second. He would have been my number one if Nip.
All right, okay.
Man, that's how I personally feel, man. I was joking around. Was on Instagram a little while ago, and I saw that you was asking people what instrumental would they want to hear you on.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at some of the choices they was picking. I saw the Isley Brothers. I saw some Jay-Z. I saw
Yo, that Isley Brothers was kind of crazy.
It did. That blew my mind too. But then I'm thinking after I hear the album, yeah, if you get somebody to chop it properly.
Oh yeah, it's just like some samples. I'm sure. Yeah.
If you get somebody to chop it properly, you could do it. If you could get on any instrumental, you know what I'm saying, to vibe to, man, what would it be?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Listen to all of those. I went back and listened to all of those.
Did you?
Yeah, I listened to the regular songs and then I listened to the instrumentals.
Okay.
And I think Mr. 17.5 was like my favorite. That was probably my favorite instrumental out of all of those.
Don Cannon.
It was just like something about that sample, man. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Don Cannon, another one. He good with them samples now. Like
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So Mr. 17.5 would be it. When it comes to produce, like who would you want to work with production wise? Like when they brought up Pete Rock, I thought immediately about the Smoke There's a Pete Rock collab. I was like, I wouldn't mind hearing Cheeko and Pete Rock together, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that would be dope, actually.
Yeah, let's make that happen, man.
That would be dope.
We need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. You know what I mean?
Pete Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Rock would be lit, man. I think that, y'all kind of go together as far as the sample, the soul, and then the voice itself. Everything you just bring to it would be so super, super duper unique, man.
Right.
All right, man. So 2019, what's 2019 gonna look like for Cheeko?
Yeah, I'm about to drop 2 or 3 more projects next year.
Okay. Up in the output.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm doing a video for every song on Soul, guys. So
Hey, Herb's gonna be happy about that because we was just talking about how rappers don't put videos out no more.
really?
Yeah, we was just saying like it's so. Well, I think it comes back to how you look up stuff. I speak often about how it's hard to find new music right now because when I go
Where do
on
you go to find new music right now?
when I go on Tidal or something like
Somebody
that.
tell me so I can put my music there.
That's crazy. When I go on Tidal, if I'm going on Spotify or something, I'm going to look for a specific project. Like I'm not going to look to see who.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
It's
what I'm
like
saying? So it's kind of hard.
MTV
for
don't
me to put something out
exist. The finding music through like you know what I'm saying.
You don't even do
the
it through
radio,
World
it's
Star
like,
no
I don't
more.
even listen. Who listens to the radio?
now. I do at work all day.
Oh wow.
All day they crank that joint up, man. Matter of fact, it's so funny. Now I watch commercials and I realize where the songs come from. You know what I'm saying? Because you sit there and listen to pop radio all day.
Is that where they coming from?
They are coming strictly from pop radio, brother. Believe that, man.
Is that where Blueface came from?
I don't know where Blueface Valley came from. I haven't heard him yet. People keep talking about he rap off beat. Like is that like a thing that people like about him that he can't rhyme to the beat?
But I know that like G Herbo don't rap on the beat, but I fuck with his shit.
Herbo different. I can't say Herbo different because I
fuck
ain't heard
with his
Blueface yet. Herbo cool, man. What's the new kid? Roddy Ricch. You fuck with Roddy Ricch?
I heard it. Yeah, I got to listen. Yeah.
I didn't even. It wasn't until last night when I'm listening to the Meek joint, that Meek's album, and I'm trying to pull his voice off because everybody kind of blends in at some point, especially when you try to put so much auto tune.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so I'm trying to pull between who's Roddy Ricch, who's Young Thug, and who's Future. Like it's just everybody kind of blending together. I know who Meek Mill is because he screams. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't know who the rest of these three dudes are. But Roddy Ricch is pretty decent. Like I like him as an artist.
Everybody does sound the same.
Yeah, man. So you know what? I do want to talk about
just gonna go ahead and put
briefly
that out
before we
there.
get my other guy on here, man. There's some collabs that I know are in the works. But this one, there's gonna be a couple. I'm gonna request. Do we have an Alien Craft Soul guy coming?
Project?
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, shit, we got enough songs to put out a project, but I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna
We
put
gonna
that one out
have to
there.
hit. We gonna have to hit Craft up.
Yeah, we gotta
You
hit
know what I
Craft
mean?
up about that, man. What about the Touki project, man? When we gonna see a Touki Soul guy project?
We working.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We working.
Okay, so that's legit happening.
It's definitely gonna happen.
Word up, man.
I don't even know if it's gonna be 2019, but it's happening.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, man. Hey, and the holidays are here. In 2000, and what would you need? What would be a perfect gift for the Soul God?
Yo, honestly, I want 2 new grinders. Cause I have one at the crib, and it's hard to spread my time between. I feel like I can't. See, I need a travel grinder. I need a grinder to bring around, because every time I buy a nice one and I keep it with me, I ended up leaving it somewhere.
What a real weird answer.
It is what it is.
So we gotta get my man 2 new grinders, man. He needs one for the home and one for the travel.
That's right. Everything else I can get for myself. I'm sick of buying grinders. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. All right, so we need to get you a grinder, man. But long story short, that's what's up, man. All right, so for those who don't know, or those who aren't looking for new music, I want them to go look for this project. Where can they find it at? Where can they find the new project at, as far as streaming wise?
It's on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube. You know what I mean? If you that person.
I was about to say we don't. Yeah, if you that,
you know
person,
what I'm saying?
You that guy. Do you listen to music on YouTube? You that guy? You special.
If you that person, then it's there for you. But I just dropped a new video too, so
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, we're gonna get that over to her. We're gonna play that during the break, man.
Oh,
Congratulations on the release of the new album, man. It's definitely a solid project. I'm super supporting it, as you can tell. I've listened to it.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, definitely support that.
And you
man.
got me on here, and I appreciate that.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. You smoking good. I caught an ill contact during your interview.
Oh, word. You want to hit this one?
Yeah, I'm about
All right, cool. Yeah.
All right, so we get as we fade out, we got another guest coming through. My man Tremaine with the sneaker ball. We're gonna learn a little bit about that, and I got some questions for him too about the attire for the sneaker ball. Like, is there a proper tuxedo I should have wore with my Jordans? Like, help me out there.
Where's that at?
That was this past weekend.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, sneaker balls this past weekend. Lou was there, man.
I missed it.
Lou had to pull out the $3,000 Vans, for the special occasions.
Damn, you got some $3,000 Vans?
I saw Jay Black looking like he fresh out of New Jack City too. I saw the glasses, man. You see the pictures? Looking like he fresh out of New Jack City, man. He got the whole bag on him.
You could have went and bought a Rolex. A little stainless joint.
We gonna get right back, man. This Cash Color Camp is a high level of conversation. We'll be right back.
Them some expensive Vans right there, man.